Constantino, pound for pound.
Little giant boxing.
You just fight the best. I don't know. I really don't have a problem. I'm so open to that because, again, times have changed. The sport has changed. I mean, we will never. I mean, although they say who's the greatest fighter of all time, and naturally you say Muhammad Ali, and which is true, no question about that. Or, I mean, there are so many great fighters that I never say he's the greatest, but with Ali, Ali's from a different world. He's from a different planet. He's just from a different place. And he provided, what he did in and outside that ring allowed me to be who I am and talking to you guys.
Mr. Leonard, over here.
Yes.
Just one question. Can I have the name and address of the 9-year-old kid that made you quit boxing?
I don't think he's around anymore. No, it was, yeah. In fact, I don't know him. I don't know his name or anything. But I do remember that punch. It was right to the nose. You ever had that punch happen to you? You wanted me to try it?
Many more times than it hit you, I can tell you.
No.
Champion, please here.
No.
Champion, what is your opinion of the Mexican boxing and the Mexican champion Saul Canelo Alvarez?
I'm sorry?
What is your opinion about the Mexican boxing and the Mexican champion Saul Canelo Alvarez?
Alvarez, I mean, from day one, when I first saw this kid, I said he's going to be something. And he has not proven me wrong. With Mexican fighters, I mean, I've always admired and respected all fighters, but Mexicans in particular. And you know, I come from a very, my life, I was an introverted kid, quiet kid, I mean shy, extremely shy, but I mean sociable, if that makes any sense. I'm sociable but shy. But when there's so many fighters out there today, and that when they ask me sometimes, I don't say it because I don't want to upset them because of where they are now, and they're pretty much not even in their prime, but they will be there. They'll get better and better and better as they fight better and better fighters.
Sugar, nice to see you again. The question is, what means for you the green belt of WBC? What means in your life the World Boxing Council since Jose Sulaiman and right now with Mauricio?
I made it. You know, what's happened, I can't say. What has happened, there's so many self-governing bodies. There's so many different belts. I mean, how many more can you have? And it kind of dilutes, from my perspective, my personal perspective, it dilutes. I mean, there's so many, there's 20 different titles. I mean, it's...
Ray, we just finished the seminar for the officials. As a boxer, what did you like or not like about referees? What did you wish they would do or what they wouldn't do during your career?
The referee, I never had a problem with a referee that I can recall. I was concerned about my opponent. So no, I had no problem with the referee in my time. But like, I know for sure that they should, in the concern of the guy who's knocked out or to stop it, because sometimes way too, 1 minute can be too late, 1 minute can be too soon.
Mr. Ray?
Yes?
I just would like to know, how can a shy kid become a legend and someone that the world admires so deep?
You know, my name is Ray Charles Leonard. My mother named me after Ray Charles, the legendary singer. I had no chance. But I don't know, because when I show my kids, my grandkids, my fights, they look at film and then they look at me because I'm so different than I was in the ring. Oh yeah, exactly. Just a whole different dynamic. Yes, back there. Is there someone waving back there? Okay.
First of all, thank you, Champ, to be with us and sharing with us all your experiences. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
The first question I want to ask you is, what do you mean? What do you miss to be out of boxing? To be in the ring, trading punches, to hear the people roaring with you, or maybe the money. What is what you miss most to be retired from boxing?
That there was a power, a reality, because again, when I retired the first time at 25, you know, people say, you know, Ray, you have fame, you have this, you have that, you have money, and this. It was, you know, at some point it wasn't about that. You know, it was about beating the best. And I didn't know how to handle it because when I retired back in, Jesus Christ, I think it was 82, I just got lost in the drugs and the alcohol. I'm 16 years sober. You know what? Boxing has given me so much. Boxing has given me so much, and I want to say something that not very few people know. The fact that I was sexually assaulted as a kid, and I kept it to myself. And you know what allowed me to climb over that and be verbal about that was boxing. Boxing allowed me to feel strong enough to talk about something so delicate. Something so controversial, something so unbelievable. But I give boxing a big hug because it made me who I am today. Thank you. Yes.
Who are your two greatest opponents that you had? The top two.
My top two opponents that I faced.
That you admired and respected the best.
Roberto Duran. Is he in here? Is he here? He's in. He's out there. Well, when you see him, tell him I love him. In fact, he was my first loss. He taught me so much. I received so much, although it was painful that I lost my first professional fight. But I mean, I didn't like him at first, but now we're friends, and I love Roberto Duran.
Do you believe that it's a good move for Canelo going from 168 to the cruiserweight?
The cruiserweight? You know what? I did that with Dying the Line. There was a vacant 168 and light heavyweight, and it was on the line. And he hit me so hard. He hit me so hard. Every time he hit me, he hurt me. The knockdown, I was in total control. But I learned something because I relinquished that crown like the next day. I couldn't be a light heavyweight or even a super middleweight.
And it's moving from 168 to 200 limit.
It's you'll feel it. Let me show you something.
No, I have a piñata right there.
Yes.
Ray, as you know, I've told you many times you're my greatest idol when I was growing up. And I always saw you as like this unbelievable promoter of the sport. I mean, you took the sport into a new level with pay-per-view, the fights with Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, all of that. And you fought the best, and we've kind of addressed that what do you think the sport of boxing needs to do now when there's so much competition out there from streaming platforms, from different ways that people can consume their media, social media? How does the sport really get out in front of football, basketball, baseball, and on a global level?
Well, you know, also, I believe, from my perspective, that when boxing was on network television, that was, I mean, those were great platforms. And there are so many more, I mean, ways to, let's say, promote a fight. You know what, again, and they say boxing is going down. I don't believe that, because I think that if it's compatible, the fighters, I mean, boxing fans love boxing, but they want to see great boxing, exciting boxing.